From 8 now, time to talk business thanks to our partners at 2 degrees. One of the big fund managers wants to invest $200 million in unlisted Kiwi companies and more than $1 billion into private equity. Garth Bray from Business Desk joins us with more. Garth, good morning.
Good morning.
What more can you tell us about this?
Well, this is Fisher Funds, and they have come out with quite a big play, saying that they've got a strategy to put about $1 billion of their 22-something billion of funds under management into private equity, and about 200 million is the figure that our reporter was told is what they're looking at over the next 3 to 5 years for Kiwi firms, private firms. I mean, this is not, I guess, typical behaviour. You'd normally be listed, investing in listed stocks and bonds and so on. So this is a little bit of a dip into that, and connecting it also to some of their KiwiSaver funds. This is kind of interesting because KiwiSaver, traditionally it's also been about, investing in some of those more traditional stocks and bonds.
Yeah, but the fund managers have for ages have been wanting the ability to do more of this, haven't they? This is something they've wanted.
Yeah. And I guess that's something that I think the government's looking at and consulting about at the moment. They're looking at that for about the last 6 months. I mean, the problem is liquidity. There's a rule that says, if you move out of one KiwiSaver fund into another, the fund's got 10 days to transfer all your money across. They need some kind of flexibility around that if they're going to try and make something like this work at a big scale.
Yeah, totally. Right, some more solar energy. We had some good solar energy news yesterday. Today you've got the bad solar energy news.
Yeah. We've got a little story about one of the firm's energy farms, which has, I think, 3 projects that it's looking to get underway. One of them, a big one up in Warkworth, that it's actually got fast track approval for. It was one of those 149 projects that got the fast track all the way through the process, looking good. Got that in October. Problem is that in about August last year, it was behind on its payments and bills to the EPA, Environmental Protection Authority, for a couple of the other applications for 2 of its other projects. And the EPA is now actually saying, we're going to wind you up. We're going to take you, it's applied for a liquidation. So there's a little bit of a question there about how come you've got one Crown agency saying, this lot are in trouble, they're behind on the bills, and yet the fast track, this other government process is saying, we'll go ahead with this Warkworth one. Maybe a bit of a chat there. Hopefully they can get it straightened out. Energy Farms, our reporter talked to the head, he says, the company's still solvent, we're still going ahead with those 3 projects, but then hasn't said a whole lot much more since.
Right.
Maybe, hopefully we can get it worked out.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can, because we need a bit more solar energy. We were running out of gas. We learned that yesterday, didn't we?
Didn't we though? Didn't we? Faster than we're 27% down on the reserves or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need this stuff happening.
We need it happening, but also not unlike the government to have one hand not knowing what the other's doing.
Yeah.
When it comes to solar.
Yeah.
Garth, thank you very much. Good to have you on as always. That's Garth Bray from Business Desk, and we talk business every day with our partners 2 degrees. Hundreds of Rotorua kids have been unable